Hi everybody, we're here from Van Isle Labradoodles, and today is the birth announcement for our New Year litter. Today we're going to get a little update on Gigi, each of the puppies, and tell you about their birth. And we'll introduce you to each of them and tell you about their collar colors. So first we're going to start off talking about Gigi. Gigi did such a great job with her delivery of these little mini Labradoodles. All three of them are chocolate, and Gigi herself is a chocolate Sable. So when Gigi was a baby, she was quite a dark chocolate, and then she's what we call cleared out to this lighter color. And you can still see she has the darker color right around her mouth and her nose there, and on the tips of her ears. Otherwise, she has this beautiful, beautiful pale blonde color. And right here on her leg, you can see these are some of the black tips that give her her sable coloring. So Gigi delivered these puppies very quickly. She started with the first one at 2:06 a.m. on November the 7th, and she had her third one at 2:55 a.m. She didn't make a peep. She delivered them very quickly. She managed everything quite easily by herself. All she needed was just some support and comfort from us. So she's being a great mom. She's really looking after the puppies well. You can see she's cleaning them right now. And she's got lots of milk because there are only 3 puppies. We have 2 boys and 1 girl. And all 3 of these puppies are mini Australian Labradoodles, and they are all chocolates. Now, a couple of people have asked if they're going to become lighter colored like Gigi or if they're going to stay brown. And that's something we're just going to have to wait and see. So you'll have to keep checking back and watching our update videos, because Sable is a color that's a little bit mysterious and quite exotic and fun to work with. So you can't always tell right from the get-go what a puppy is going to do if it is Sable. And you can't always tell if indeed it is Sable. I'm thinking maybe not, because we don't have the telltale black line down their backs, but I have been wrong before, so we'll just have to wait and see. So let's introduce you to each of the puppies, and we're going to start with the last born, who's Miss Pink Collar, and our one and only little girl in the litter. So here she is. You can see how very tiny she is. She's just the sweetest little thing, very small. But already these puppies are, you can see, quite content when they're away and being happy being held. And Miss Pink Collar, she weighed 204 grams when she was born. And we'll give you their weights each week when we do the updates. But I can tell you, we do weigh the puppies every day, and she is gaining about 30 grams a day. And you can see right on the back of her here, right around where her little pink collar is, she does have some goldy tones there. So she may be turning into a phantom, or rather not a phantom, a Sable. The other thing we do with the puppies every day is we hold them right close to our necks. That way when we're talking, they can feel the vibration in our chest, even though they can't hear anything. Because puppies are born deaf. It'll be about 3 weeks before her ears open up and she can actually hear our voices. So that's our little Miss Pink Collar girl. There you go, Gigi. And you'll see Gigi's going to give her the once over to make sure that I haven't done anything I ought not to have. Next, we'll take a look at the second born, and that is Mr. Orange Collar Boy. There he comes. Here. And he is another beautiful little chocolate boy. He's a little bit perturbed right now because he was nursing and I took him away from the milk bar. And you can see that he's a little bit darker than the Pink Collar girl. Orange Collar Boy weighed 187 grams when he was born, so he was the lightest one. Oh, and you can see Gigi's trying to remake her bed here. This is not her normal bed. This is her bed that she comes into just for the video here. So she's trying to get things just the way she wants them for her puppies. And she's just actually sitting on Pink Collar's head there, so we'll move Pink over here. Sometimes you have to give the girls a little bit of a help. So Orange Collar is getting a little bit fussed up about being held here. So same thing with him. We let him hear our voices. And not only are the puppies deaf, but they're also born blind, so he can't see anything either. He's totally dependent on his scent for everything. He can smell as soon as Gigi comes into the room. He knows where the milk bar is. And already we're getting him used to our scents as well, and learning to associate our scents with comfort, so that the puppies start off right away thinking that people are great. So his eyes will probably open up in about 2 weeks. The eyes usually open up before the ears do. So we'll put Mr. Orange Collar back so that he doesn't get too annoyed with me. Here's Gigi. Can I put him in there? There thank you, Gigi. And now we'll take a look at Mr. Red Collar Boy. He's having a little nap here. Here we go. This is our firstborn puppy in the litter. Hey, handsome. And he is a lovely darker chocolate color as well. And Mr. Red Collar weighed in at 212 grams when he was born. So he was the biggest puppy in the litter. Right now they're sort of evening out. They're all gaining around the same amount. So we'll see as time goes on. Just because a puppy starts out as the largest puppy in a litter, that doesn't mean that that's going to be the largest puppy at the end of the day. Now, the other thing you probably noticed with Gigi was she was cleaning the puppies, and she was cleaning around their bum area. And that's because not only are they blind and deaf, they also can't go to the bathroom by themselves yet. So they need mom to help them with that. So she licks them to stimulate them to go, and she also takes care of all of that. She actually eats all their pee and poo as they're babies. And the reason for that is if she was out in the wild, so to speak, having her puppies, that would make sure there was no scent to attract any predators. So mom's got a lot of jobs to do. Now, Gigi's eating really well. She's eating about probably twice as much as she normally does. She's on a completely raw diet, and she has that supplemented with a little bit of extra calcium. We have a mineral formulation for her, which includes the proper calcium and phosphorus balance. So she has that. She has phytoplankton, which she has every day anyways. And she has love bugs, which is a canine specific pre-probiotic. So that helps her with her tummy. And it's also great because everything that she eats is, of course, what the puppies get as well. Well, she's going to try and hide them from you here so you can't see them. You can see them all just poking through her tail there. They often sleep right here by her hind leg, all cuddled up with her tail. We have their room set at 22 degrees Celsius. That way Gigi is comfortable and doesn't want to try and get away from them because she's too hot, but the puppies are nice and warm as well. The puppies also can't regulate their body temperatures at this age yet, so they're dependent on the ambient temperature and mom for keeping them warm. And Gigi doesn't leave them for very long right now. She goes outside, but she only goes outside for about 10 minutes at a time. And she loves to come in and see us during the evenings. If we're watching TV, she'll come and sit with us just for a few minutes. And of course, we're constantly in with her, sitting in the whelping box. We handle the puppies about probably 5 times a day right now, for about 3 to 5 minutes per puppy. And then we spend most of our time just concentrating on Gigi. And as for her food, she's eating well, as I said. She's eating about a pound of raw food a day. And right now, the only food she really wants to eat is turkey or chicken. And I think that's because turkey and chicken raw come with bone in it. And she knows she needs that extra calcium. I like the dogs to give me some hints as to what it is they really need to eat. Anything with vegetables right now, she won't even look at it. So we've just decided we will not offer her anything with vegetables at this point in time. It'll be fine. In about a week, she'll be back to eating a normal diet with a good variety and some vegetables added into it. But for now, we are just concentrating on making sure she gets enough nutrition, as do the puppies. So that's your update for the New Year litter. It is called the New Year litter because these puppies will be going to their families on January the 11th. So it's a great way to start off 2020. Next week, we'll talk a little bit more about the puppies, give you their updated weights, and let you know what their accomplishments have been in week 1. So thanks for joining us. And please, if you have any comments, if you have any questions about the color, if you have any questions about Dad, who is Smoochers, please just put them in the comments below. I'm more than happy to answer any questions you may have. And thanks so much for watching.